Hey, what's up, guys? It's Caleb here, back with another commentary, and today is Storytime Sunday, and today's story is my Bible camp story. Okay, so first I'm going to give you some background on why I went to Bible camp. It was against my will, of course, because I would never go there on purpose, especially because I was 10 at the time, and video games were the number one thing I wanted to do. But I was sent there because my grandma wanted me to go there. She's very religious and she's Christian. And my parents didn't want two kids home. Yeah, because I went with my brother as well. But it was summertime. I was 10 years old. My grandma wanted me to go. My parents didn't want me home. And I went. It was 1 week, no visitors, just 1 week inside a campsite, day and night, no connection at home, which already it sounds very, very horrible, especially because I'm going there with no friends at all. So a shy kid who's 10 years old going into a camp full of people who are complete strangers, this was horrible for me. Plus, it's a very, very religious camp, and everyone there is actually being forced there against their will, just like me. Just kind of sucks for them as well, but at least they had friends there. Uh, this story is going to be a couple parts long because there's a lot of like mini stories to go with it. I'm gonna tell the main one today, and I'll like milk it until I get a couple episodes out of it. But I'll upload these throughout the week. Okay, so the camp is actually pretty big for its size. It has a forest area on one side, and then the rest is kind of just this hilly grassland area. There is a cafeteria, then this like stage area, I should say, where they go there to tell Bible stories and everything like that. And then there's the manager's house, which I've had a lot of theories about this, because it's just this one really nice house way in the back of the woods area. Very creepy, but I was just thinking that they could just kidnap children, like 10-year-olds, and you can go on from there. But there was two dormitories. There was the guys' dormitory and the women's dormitory, and people were complaining about the guys' dormitory because it had no air conditioning. And of course, this was in the middle of the summer, and the temperatures were like 100 degrees at some points, and we had no air conditioning at all, just ceiling fans. And this place was huge, full of people all the time. So I'm sure you can imagine that it was very hard to breathe in there. And plus, it smelled horrible. There were showers in there, but of course, I didn't take any because shy. And there were people that would just piss all over the place in there. So I would never go in there unless it was to change, and they only changed like twice, which is disgusting, but anything beats having to deal with people. I picked the bottom bunk next to a window because the window had so much cold air coming through, and I ended up making friends with the guy above me. Don't remember his name, of course, but he had red hair, and he was the only friend I had for the whole week. And he was pretty cool, that's all I have to say. There was no one else really in there that I had made friends with. They were all kind of distant, I should say. They all had their own cliques and everything. So it was just me and this one guy. I'm gonna call him Zach. We would go to the pool together because I didn't know how to swim at the time, and he taught me because I never really had a pool because my house doesn't have a backyard because it used to be a store. So he taught me how to swim. I would have gone with my brother, but he is in a different age group, so I had to deal with Zach for now. Every class had a theme, or every age group had a theme, and every day we would do something for that theme. My age group's theme was construction, and every day we would do something that had to do with construction, like we would build birdhouses and stuff whenever we didn't swim or do any of the other activities. We would do laser tag. We would play these just weird games as well, though. Not sexual games, even though this place was pretty sexual for a place full of 10-year-olds. You might be thinking, "Oh, why don't you just like fuck every girl there?" Well, I couldn't, even if I could, because the girls were in a different class, thing, set, whatever, and I would rarely see any of them. Not that I would want to see any of them because I'm interested in other sexes, right? Right? Well, back to the main story. So, this whole time I was planning on running away because this was a nightmare for me. I hate camps because of this. I hated my grandma for sending me here, but I went anyway because I had to, and I didn't run away because I don't know. I think I should have. I seriously packed my bags and was ready to run. I guess I just pussied out or something. But the worst part of this week was when I was in the cafeteria once. I rarely eat there because just standing in line is horrible. I mean, like, what was there? Like, 800 kids all trying to get food at once. It was horrible. But I would stand in line, I would wait, wait, and wait, and wait, and I would get the worst food imaginable, just like school food. And I would get my regular giant glass of milk, and I would sit down and I would finally enjoy myself. But this time, I was like, hell no. I am getting the biggest glass of chocolate milk possible because I want to enjoy myself a little bit more. This was the biggest glass of chocolate milk. I swear it was half a gallon. I don't even know how that fit in this giant glass. But after waiting in line for so long, I finally got my milk. But right when I was done pouring it, I turned around and someone bumped into me and knocked that half a gallon glass of chocolate milk all over me. I almost punched this girl. Yes, she was a girl. It's not why my name is the way it is because of this moment, but I wanted to punch her. Why would you do that? Why? It pissed me off so much. But I let it go. I kind of just stood there and she apologized, but I just said, it's okay. And I turned around, threw my whole tray and everything on it into the garbage can, and I left. I walked to my dorm room and packed my bags, and I was ready to just run, because this was horrible for me. I mean, this was the lowest of the low for me. And we had this like little packet of Bible verses that we would have to recite for these like this fake money. It was kind of cool, I guess, but Bible verses really, and it got covered in chocolate milk when it was knocked over, and I had to throw it away. So the whole week I had no fake money, as I should say. And then this is something that I remembered on later, because I told this story to every one of my friends. But later on, I remembered the best part of this, or the most scariest part of this. So the next day, we all go into that auditorium type thing that I was talking about earlier. I sat down in the back, and they would talk about news and stuff and what we're going to do today and everything. There was a girl on the stage, and she was talking about the Bible verse thing that we had to recite and everything. And then she pulled out, you guessed it, my packet. She said someone found this in the trash, covered in chocolate milk, and it was very disrespectful and blah 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 blah. I was scared someone was going to know that it was me, but nothing really came of that. I just wanted to include that in the story. But this is almost 10 minutes long, and it's kind of long for me. So I want to end this part here. I will upload the next parts either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or something like that. I'm making this on Saturday. I'm going to upload it on Sunday. So you might get it on Monday, but that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next commentary.